Hey everybody, thanks for plugging in. This is going to be a great video. I got a special guest with me, Darvi Molina. Darvi, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. Hello, everyone.
Good. Listen, I've been wanting to get Darvi on this call for a while. Darvi is an amazing producer. He's been with Senior Life for what now, Darvi? 5, 6 years?
5 years now.
Yeah. And he's consistently writing 20 to $30,000 a month. He's in the top 8 of all the producers that we have here at Senior Life. So I thought I'd just take a few minutes, Darby, maybe 3 or 4 minutes, and just people want to know, like, what is it that you're doing to write the business that you what like what does a day in your life look like? I want to know basically how many leads are you getting per week? And are you calling them? Do you just go out and door? I know you do field sales, not telesales, correct?
That's correct.
Okay.
That's what I
So
focus
on
on.
average, and I know lead flow varies, because we're doing direct mail, but you also have access to other types of leads. Give me an idea on a weekly basis on your ideal week. How many leads a week are you receiving?
Definitely over 25. It's always over 25 to 40 leads. Okay. Depends if I had some that always trickled down from the week before. They
Right.
might have stores, but anywhere from 25 to 40 leads. You definitely have to organize your route on Sundays. You get up, you organize your route for the whole week, and then the next day I'm just ready to grind. That's it. Monday comes around, I already have my route set up. All right. I got my leads, and I don't call them. I don't like to call any leads. I like to personally present myself. And if that appointment needs to be done, and normally I'll make an appointment if it's only one of the either the spouse, one of the spouses there, whether the wife or the husband or the significant other, I'll reschedule. But if I find that lead there, that person, I'm trying to get in the door right then and there because I want to have that opportunity so that I could be more time efficient with the rest of my leads.
Okay, so
Um,
if I get this straight, when you get your leads, you're not pre-setting appointments, you're just showing up, right?
no, no, no. I've
Okay.
never done that. Never. I mean, I know
Well,
some
what's your
people.
success rate? So I think sometimes people are worried about, oh, I don't want to be driving around all day and I get to, and nobody's home. If on an average day, let's say, and how many, I know you use Road Warrior, how many stops are you plugging in to your Road Warrior per day?
Per day about 20 stops, 20, 25 stops.
Okay. So on a typical day, and I know it varies, sometimes people are home, sometimes they're not, but on an average day, if you plug in 20 houses, how many people are you actually making contact with, would you say on average?
On an average, about 5 contacts. Maybe
Okay.
it could be 5, 6. Yep.
And of the 5, how many are you actually getting in to make a presentation?
And out of the five, 3 out of the 5.
Got it. Okay. And I know you're really good at tracking your numbers. What would you say your closing of the people you actually make a presentation with? What would you say your average closing ratio is?
I would say 60%.
Okay. And that's pretty good. I think that's what, if you're doing field sales, that's really what you should be shooting for is at minimum a 50 to 60% close ratio. And for the week, what's your goal for the week? Do you set production goals like, hey, I want to write 10,000, or is it more activity driven?
My goal is to have at least an app a day, and I do want to at least have 7,000 in production weekly.
Okay, so you focus more because I know some agents different. Some agents in their head is like, listen, I'm not going to worry about the AP. I'm going to do a minimum of, let's say, 15 presentations and, you know, look at it then. If I don't have what I want, I'm going to keep going and try to maybe get 20 presentations in. Do you also look at those numbers as well, the activity?
As far as the activity, I do.
Okay.
But like my goal is to hit the at least get that one application. If
Yeah,
I
so
get
your focus is more on the not the activity, but the results.
The
You know what I
results.
mean? Yeah,
My mindset is making sure I get that first sale. After that, everything is a plus. So, that's just my main focus.
got it, got it. And what would you say, let's say we've got some people that are considering, working for senior life. Maybe they're considering getting into the insurance business. Um, is there any like just one or two things that you can convey to the folks that are watching this on YouTube is just convey, you know, some key points that are making you successful that could help them become successful.
Leads. That's it. Over here in senior life, you have a variety of lead sources that you can utilize. You got leads the way, all right. You got direct mail. You have Facebook leads. So you got live transfers if you're doing the telesales. But what you see, the company I come from, I was only able to have one resource because I was only working the Spanish market, and that was just a
Okay.
TV lead. That's all I had. So here in senior life, you have so many different ways to make money. And to me, that lead is just, it's an excuse to go visit somebody. It's somebody who
Right.
had an interest, whether they lost the interest, it doesn't matter, but they had an interest when they filled it out. So when you come here to senior life, you got an abundance of leads that you can work. And that
Okay.
that is a
So we
plus.
got leads. I mean, that was one of the reasons that brought me here was the leads. So we get the leads, and then what would you say, what would be, give me one more nugget, one more thing that you can relay to someone that's thinking about getting started. What's one more thing that they can do to be successful besides
And what
getting leads?
besides getting leads, also to be successful is, having a good product. So what senior life offers with the legacy, I mean, if you haven't heard about legacy, legacy is something that makes this product easy to sell. So to me, coming into this company, knowing that I was selling, final expense insurance, just renting money, any to with any company you can rent money. But when you have an advocate that now you are including with the product, an advocate that's going to do all the running around, relieve the family off that financial burden and the stress and the emotional, stress of running around it, that
Sure.
to me made it real easy to make a sell here.
I think legacy is a big difference maker. What about so we have leads. Obviously, you got to go work those leads, right? I mean, one thing that I have found is doesn't matter how many leads you get if you're not if you're not properly prospecting them on a weekly, and we're going to wrap up here in just a second. I really appreciate your time. I know you got to
Absolutely.
run, but just um, on a weekly basis, like how many door knocks do you think, if you're tracking them, how many door knocks a week do you think you're doing on average?
Well, a day I can tell you about 20 to 30 door knocks.
Okay,
Okay.
so it's got to be close to 100
Yep,
a week, right?
absolutely.
So it comes down to this. It comes down to get leads, go work your leads, show up, and then of course we got. I mean, I think people understand is that senior life is a superior product, and with the legacy that really takes it over the top. Those are really I think the really are the keys to success and in working with us. And I'll say this, Darby, you're doing a great job. Your team's exploding. You're hiring agents like crazy. You're taking them out. You're field training them. We'll wrap things up, and I'll just say this is like if you've ever considered, and if you're considering working with senior life and you want to work with our team, you want to work with Darby, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a link in the description below. Just click on that link that will send me and fill out your information. That'll send an email over to me, and I can put you in touch with Darby, and Darby can help walk you through the process. Because I think Darby, honestly, Senior Life is a great program, but mentorship is really important too. And if you find the right mentor, that can make all the difference in the world. And honestly, there's nobody that I would recommend more to be a mentor than you. So
Great.
again, I appreciate you hopping on the call. You gave everybody a lot of nuggets to consider. So we'll go ahead and wrap things up. And listen, I appreciate everybody that takes the time to watch this video. And again, click the link in the description below, contact us. Let's have a conversation. Let's find out if working with us, working with Darvi is going to be a good fit for you.